back to our cozy den of the digital world. I'm Red Rum Tack, your guide to the highs and lows of gaming. As I continue the quest to play 1,000 games, remember to like, subscribe, and join alongside me for more adventures. Today, we're raising up criminals in Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. So, grab your best punch and let's get to dating. And to be completely transparent, I've never played Dead by Daylight. So far, as of yet, have not played a Dead by Daylight game other than this. So, this is my first experience with all of the characters, the cast. All I know is they're criminals, muckduckers. So, welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? You can call me Red. So pretty, so tropical. So tropical. Oh, is there music? I can't hear the game. Text speed. I do read pretty fast, so I'm gonna put that. Cough, cough, cough. Was I supposed to cough? You wake up on the beach soaking wet, salt water stinging the insides of your throat as if you'd nearly drown. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. Too fast. Too fast. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. I have amnesia? What? I don't remember anything? What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow. Really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Okay, narrator. Because I can give you a minute, we've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Ocean. An eternity if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Red. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. I was not expecting that. A game you could have warned me. A decomposing face stares up from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Run, close your eyes, dig up that face. I love a good visual novel where you are given options just right away from the beginning. Makes it more enjoyable, in my opinion, like more immersive, more like you're actually in the novel. So what should I do? I'm so indecisive. Should I run? Should I close my eyes? Dig up that face? I kind of want to run or close my eyes. Okay, closing my eyes. This must be a nightmare, right? This was not happening. The mantra centers you and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent, and for the first time in your entire life, it feels like you're in control. Oh, I wish that was true. I read that, and I just wish it was true. You know, you read that, and then you think to yourself, like, maybe this isn't just a game. Maybe I'm just saying this to myself. You know, when you open your eyes, you're in the exact same place, except now the corpse face is smiling at you. Even the dead has a wondrous time on our island. I promise you will too. Don't worry, you're gonna do just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. Well, that was weird, that voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. It's a volleyball with a handprint. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Bunny girl! Ooh. Ooh. Ghosty. Oh, Spider Lily. Oh, we're going with the bodybuilder. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers, I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. The Trapper! Hello! There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at the monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks. Say nothing, do nothing. That's like, oh, it's like see something, say something. This is say nothing, do nothing. I love that. I love that so much. Like my favorite right there. Yeah, that's like see something, say something. Oh, the options. I mean, Bunny Girl's like jacked. So is the Trapper. I'm scared of those two the most because I'm not a strong person. I will never be a strong person. And these two muscle ones are they strong. They too strong. I have no way to defend myself. And I'm really curious about these two in the middle. I can't tell what kind of hot killers they are. So I'm gonna say nothing, do nothing. You stand frozen in complete silence. Can I be honest with you? It's kind of a weird move. It's as if you truly don't care that someone asked you politely. You're doing you, despite how much of a weirdo or just a jerk it might make you look like. Clearly, you don't even care. Is this some kind of display of confidence, confusion, awkwardness? You feel judged, but you're not sure how. Spirit cuts the silence with a giggle that she quickly swallows when she sees that it caught your attention. Huntress jogs over to collect the ball from the ground next to you before heading back to the volleyball court with everyone else. Except for Spirit, she's really staring you down, her expression hardening as you watch her. The longer you hold her gaze, the more angry she seems to become before turning with a huff and floating off to join the others. So we determine what kind of ghoulie this is. She's a ghost. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, dang, they're looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Red. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. Me too, voice in my head, me too. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Why did I head over? I don't want to do that. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. The Trapper, you derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. Okay, you didn't have to say that, narrator, and ruin what the Trapper was gonna say. Although, what are these hooks through the Trapper's arm? I got a feeling they might be a butcher. I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Oh, that is blood? Interesting. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? So the Huntress? The Trapper? Again, I've never played Dead by Daylight, so I don't have any context to any of these characters. And the Wraith? This gentleman's a Wraith. Okay, the sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. I like how colorful the Wraith attire is. Kind of like the Huntress, both of them are very, very colorful. Look, I don't care why this slack-jaw moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can. At least not yet. Okay, I'm now getting very scared for my life. Because what kind of pose is that? The Trapper? Oh yeah, not yet. You might want to, say something. Never mind, there will be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you, but be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important, or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? You know what? Average. Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, super strength. Invisibility. No, flight. Flight, 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 flight. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? I wasn't good at math, and I wasn't good at history, and it just lets me, the only other option was skipping class. If I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost always. What's your favorite animal? Dog, cat, mustelid? I don't even know what a mustelid is. I'm gonna have to look that up really quickly. What's a mustelid? A mustelid? Oh, that's so cute. They're mammals that are part of the weasel family, such as weasels, otters, badgers, and wolverines. And the the white weasel or the winter Siberian weasel look super adorable. So, I mean, none of those three are my favorite animals, but I'm gonna say a cat. Cause Red Room Tack. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl I have some specific love of all things cat? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old quotes. Come on, I'm red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? What are these options? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all? I'm gonna go with nightclub promoter. And let's be honest, the right to do so. Lurking folks into the dark, not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream? Horseflesh? I'm not eating my Uma girls. No. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not eating Uma girls. Forget that. Vanilla. My favorite flavor is pain. Well, isn't that great for you? Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me, I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I shouldn't do what the narrator says, but I'm kinda scared. I'm really scared and I don't want this to be how I end the game, but I'm gonna stick to my vanilla. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you. Mint chocolate chip was where it's at. Oh, that's good. I like that. Well, I wasn't sure what was gonna happen if I picked mint chip. You almost bought yourself. See? A game over there, buddy? That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. I guess the only option is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. Yum. Just yum. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wrath. I'm calling him Wrath. Well, I guess the Trapper's not gonna like me, 'cause I'm a loser. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe victim idiots. Well, Wraith might like me 'cause I'm nice. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observation, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Geez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates us so much. Those are shards of glass in her shoulders. I'm sorry I got distracted, but I just realized what that was. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Why is the Huntress wearing some, veil with her bunny hood? I thought that was her hair, but it's her veil? Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. grow a body? I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it? They're so mean to the trapper. For the first time, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. I agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht, the massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? What about our volleyball game? I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? The volleyball game? I feel like these are obviously reflecting them. So if I pick the pool, right? If I pick the lounge, spirit, volleyball, and I'm gonna go on the yacht. You obviously had a modicum of taste and good judgment. At least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Claudette? Hold on. Dwight? Okay, these two look hilarious, and I love their names already because Claudette and Dwight sound perfect for each other. Just for one moment, this is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartender, janitors, and every other job. I hope they get paid well. That's a lot of jobs to do just for 4 guests on a private island. 5, including me, I guess. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Muck Ducker's Island. Cue dramatic musical flair. None of the others survived the interview process, Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital F. Those two have worked here a long time, so very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Anyways, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. So energetic. We'll now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. Don't run off to various activities unsupervised. You don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight, pardon me, please follow us. Yes, something I can help with? Those two. Did they just mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? No, I think you're mistaken. It seems like Dwight was asking to help to get off the island, though. Oh, yes, that's true, he was, but he meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaways. A couple miles south of here. It's much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, so trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. Silly voice for the, big corporate. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decision matters mostly. When I agree with them, not like that other island. So, what'll it be? See, I kind of I still want to go on the yacht just because I've never been on a yacht. But like chilling by the pool or the volleyball court, just reminiscence of what I normally do. And I want to do different things when I play games. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately though, this means those uncaught heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure the help washes it as soon as I leave. But what he said isn't even the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made them in front of everyone else, loudly. They're used to it at this point, so it's time to get to the good stuff. Eating! Nice. The Trapper. As a guest of honor, you can choose the epi. Here's the menu. What do you want served? You can choose beef carpaccio, veggie hummus platter, something in, is that French? I'm gonna go with the French thing. I think it's French. But I'm here, so why not try something new? In fact, we'll take 2. Honestly, I have no idea what I just ordered. I'm just trying to vibe and roll with the punches. I get it, I don't exactly like it, but I do dig it. Do the unexpected thing, don't play their game. See, Spirit gets it. I hope you really vibe with no substitution, which is what Red just pointed at. At least you knew it was in French. I prepared for this possibility. Dwayne? Cloris? Trapper got Dwight and Claudette names wrong, or unless Dwayne and Cloris are new people. Oh, okay, yes. So rude. Never mind, maybe not the Mutt Ducker I want a romance. Enjoy, please, for our sake. Can we get you anything else? Oh, I feel like I should thank them, because that's what I do, but... Wow, no one ever thanked us for anything. I'll thank you kindly for never speaking out loud to my guests without being spoken to first. No scram. The killers, they haven't killed anyone today. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know, lacks a bit of a punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith. He seems to be studying the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you. Who will you allow to steal you away for a quick second? Oh, I don't like choices, because they're all so great. The thing is, my kind of vibe is with, the Trapper and Spirit, and the Huntress and Wraith aren't what I typically go for. But I kind of want to go with the Trapper. No judgments. I'm just curious, I swear. You make eye contact with Trapper and he immediately pushes the others aside. You already show promise as a prospective mate. Silly. Therefore, I'd actually like to get to know you better, so I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on the island. No one else knows about it. It's to die in. For. It's to die for. I'm good, Trapper. I'm good. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all of life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it'll upset everyone else off. You chose me. I always like to remind them who's really in charge around here. Oh yeah, and also the part about getting to know you better. That's important too. Unhinged. That's creepy. Everyone put down your appetizers. I'm bored and on my yacht, that's unacceptable. D-Clan? He's calling them everything but Dwight and Claudette. Prepare a libation, something that'll impress our guests. Carla, make sure we've got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not a jerk. Daryl and Christina, ready your mouth hole? Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. He does have a point. A mini-game is coming, and the success or failure of your quest may depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. There we go. That's how ready my mouth hole is gonna be. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top a pointer, on the bottom a target you're gonna spin at. Sometimes the target's visible, sometimes it's hidden. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target. Fail to land and you'll lose. Land on the start of the target area, not the end. I'm ready. The party never stops. Shots, 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 shots. No, you missed completely. Perfect. No. Not bad. No, you missed. You just poured shots all over the floor of my boat. You're lucky I have this thing detailed every night, regardless of if it's covered in blood or not. So you missed. So what? It's a vacation, not a frat house. Who would have expected this kind of lame activity on a luxury yacht? Was it the drinks, the pressure, the rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. I don't think a quick nap was what I needed. Head back and leave the yacht behind. Trevor planned to serve monkey brains as an entree. I'll pass. Mealtime? How quaint. What were you expecting? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? And this visual novel is like very, very engaging out of any of the ones that I've played so far. Some kind of grand and so witty and like comical. This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic you'd find on cable. Usher you to your seat, but there's limited seating directly around you. Terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. He refuses to sit to Wraith or Trickster. New guy! Trickster is here? Surprised? Well, they don't call him Expected Star. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. The Trickster. That's quite a pose there, Trickster. We literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Their arms are too big. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? No, what? Every error you think you see is a choice. Engaging, thoughtful, insightful. Wow. Well, I guess we're starting dinner time now. Love and hate for 12 hours over a spit? What are we eating? It's mystery meat! Specific number of special herbs and spices? My favorite meat is muck-duck. Who are you to get judgy now? You need to muck-duck something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. It's gonna be a person on the spit, right? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. You spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between layers of meat. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we did literally everything on the island. Honestly, I hope these two are, I can see why Dwight wants to, escape. I don't know why Claudette, is just cool with that. Braddox? First, who says twain? I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. I'll handle this with my cleaver. You two are ridiculous. Enough. My gorgeous katana is the only option, obviously. Her arms just pop out? I'll do it with the skull of Azeroth. You can club it to death? Oh, they all have weapons. Great. Great. For some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? We hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh, another minigame. Yes. Yes, yes. This I know. Over the target. I'm ready. Well, at least this game's visual novel's got, interesting mini games. No! Yes! Nice! 3 of 4? No. That's pretty good. I'd like to see what else you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. I get the innuendo, I think. I think I get it. Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working to make this night perfect. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through here. Is not having to eat? That's only one thing. Number 2 is... No number 2. Ah, one less thing to think about in the afterlife. Dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Yeah, I like Spirit's, character design. Like, I think that's very lovely and interesting. And the glass shards just cutting through. But I guess for a meal with, McDuckers, you're not eating. They don't like that. What do you want to tell them? This is gross? Look at that seagull! Have you ever seen a seagull that big? Incredible! Lame misdirect. Own who you are and never can promise. Poor thing. Standing in the sun, but the seagull. I swear. It waved at me. Or someone poisoned you? No, I just haven't eaten. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean? Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I might be the only one who can help you now. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something worse. For this place holds many secrets, even from yourself, but for the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. That's some quality early game storytelling. I like how they break the fourth wall on this and figure, that this is what you'd want to read if you were playing a romance about a romance visual novel romancing dangerous killers. I guess I didn't end up eating anything, but the spirit helped me. How could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You've always been alone. You found someone special. You've always been alone. But you feel connected. I may not remember much, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. And I'll always will be alone. Aww. Together is the best we can hope for. Maybe. It's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible. To pretend we know anything, is that just arrogance? And now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. So this might sound a little silly, but there's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then I, chop, and now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. What's inside of you, stranger? Nothing but darkness? No dragon, just a lot of fire. I'd kill to have a dragon. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. This game is so silly and cute. And so romantic. Dwight and Claudette spreading across the beach, clipboards in hand. Stick to the itinerary. Playing sick for cute 4 points was not part of this evening's activities. I like how smug and just disappointed these two look at me. I mean, this is how disappointed I am with myself sometimes, but they nailed that look perfectly. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. Scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go. What are we doing now? We just ate? Are we doing campfire stories? We're behind on time for evening's activities. So there's only time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. But story time's my favorite activity. It's a narrative heavy experience. Oh, right. I wish more people were like you, because then maybe, people would enjoy more narrative things. How will we decide? That never goes well. I think they're talking about me. I don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. Donald? Everything but Dwight and Claudette and Cynthia? Who even knows any names? Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Call me nobody. Please, pick someone quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. You know what? I'm gonna go with Wraith, because it seems like they love story time the best. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Oh, really? I'm not really one for... But you just said you like this activity the most. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and spine as your little prop. His skull gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. This is a tale of madness, staring at the soul of death and never returning. I like how it starts with once upon a time. A young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood, dripping, dripping, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder a stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly cut the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. "What did you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are?" "I don't know." "You do. Deep down you've always known what has happened here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems, eliminate witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do." "No," the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. "You're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with spasm as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. Glimmer of fear overtook the snarl of the old man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, with his head sticking out begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss in his sniveling, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, further piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of the sack of a body, he smiled. Well, that was really spooky. I feel like Wraith just trauma dumped his lore on us. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you'll surely go mad. No, I don't think that's true. An awkward silence falls upon the room until offer effusive praise, ask about the story, make a joke. I'm gonna ask about the story. That seems like the polite thing to do. I wonder what happened to him. Oh, we may never know. I hope he's okay. I can't tell, but I think Wraith just smiled. Sorry, it's just weird to see him do it. And split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment of love before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean lapping against the shore. This is nice. A moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and blaring his latest song. "Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you?" He doesn't wait for an answer. "I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of the island don't want you to hear." Maybe the reason why I'm on this island? I'm the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. I mean, I will say I like the purple. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them. Wraith approaches you. I mean, look, the others aren't around. I just kind of hate fire in general. Can we go to the pool and, like, I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Oh, about figuring out why I'm here. Swan? Floaty? I need one! I need one. I need one. I need one. I need one. If you're some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your companion could handle it. Do you remember my story? Yeah. Like, this got golden retriever vibes all over it. Like, it's cute. It's very cute. What did you think of the young man? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. I'd forgive him. I don't know if I'd forgive him, but I want to say he's not weird. And I'm deeply upset with him. He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's no better than the monster he killed. Yes and no. I think that's what makes it a great story. Unique, surprising, relatable, and familiar. I think we all know someone like that young man. I think we all have a little bit of him inside of us. A silly one? Yeah, I'm going around with, golden retriever vibes. Is it cold in the water or just me? I can't be around any cube talk. Not since, I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. These dialogue options are just the funniest things ever. Like, they're just great. Great writing, great visual novel. Didn't expect a visual novel about killers to be this comedic. Usually we'd be nervous that we're about to make things awkward, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. It's time for bed. So, you've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. Bedtime? You head over to the campfire. You think about Ray's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. Wait, don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you slap? What if you look into the eyes of evil, and what if you like it? I mean, I guess maybe it is a reflection of our story? Of, like, what's happening on this island? They just give me a pillow and a blanket and tell me to cozy up by the fire? Another mini game? Sure. What is this one? The radio begins to flicker? Let's see what's on this station. I want 92. What's on 94? 96? There are voices on this one. I can't hear them well, but there are voices. Some music. I'm like trying to see if I can catch. sleep, you decide to ask one of the killers to spend some time with you. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? So I feel like I've got a moment with all three, because there was that moment with Spirit right before the campfire. So I'm gonna go with the Huntress. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Tea! It's a Soviet lullaby doesn't work. The special mushroom tea has done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. You feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really sleepy. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That rocking sensation? That was all me. You're welcome. The ocean's like, yeah, you know how the waves just rocked that boat? That was me. I did all that work. You awake to see someone looming over you. Ray stares at you awkwardly. He says nothing, just stares. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with Huntress right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of a alliance? Them? I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before and something seems off on the island since you arrived. Maybe we could talk more about that tomorrow? I think we could have a really nice day tomorrow together. It's just you have no idea how long I've been here with monsters. They're awful. You're different. I think we can, have fun. I could show you some cool stuff if you want. No pressure. In fact, forget I was here. Good night. You drift off to sleep. Hopefully not poisoned. What did the Huntress do? One of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera? Yeah. This really is written like one of those reality shows. When no matter what happens, attractive, mysterious, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. But I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about the place. Spirit's just screaming all the time, and Trapper, where do I begin? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. I'm perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and... What? And I'm as fit as a fiddle? No, Huntress, no, it's okay. I just want to kill just about every person I meet. But this person, for some reason, I'd like to continue living for now. I swear if I watch this letter and you list me as even, I'm going to kill the Cyron guy. Was the trapper's name Even before? Evan? That's weird. I didn't think that name would suit him. I like how they're all just confessing on like, yeah, the day was great. Random stranger on the island. Wonderful. Had so much fun. They seem pretty smart, so they'll probably know what happens. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. If I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. I've survived my first day! Yay! I kinda thought maybe I'd get game over by now, but no, this game really has you there on the island just talking to random killers. Oh, and trickster right at the end. That was so weird. I totally forgot about a trickster for a while. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. No, they're not. Unless, like, 5 a.m. from the night before, since they haven't gone to sleep, is considered a morning person. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues? I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the... Never mind, he left. Don't drink that? Because he's good on a skateboard, and he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was certainly not coffee. Yet. A tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal person of pain. It will help with the algorithms. I love how the narrator just breaks a fourth wall all the time. And the ocean too. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. Dominate the land. I'd like to say something of grave importance. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You shouldn't really judge it on the artist's intent. And whatever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing elaborate simulations, vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? I like that. And with that, I think we're gonna, timer ring and call it the end of this game. So, thank you, dear friends, for joining me in, oh my goodness, and Hooked on You. If this video made you smile, please grace me with a like and consider subscribing for more adventures. And don't forget to follow on any of my socials for more updates as we step away from the stream and prepare for our next gaming story. Be kind to yourselves and remember there's light even in the darkest of tales.